Hi everyone, so what I'm showing you here today is just how I wash my forage from the garden. So because there's so many different things in here like raspberry leaves, blackberry leaves, small blades of grass like you can see here, it would just be impossible to wash it by running under water. So what I do is I just submerge it in a big sink full of water and rinse it through really thoroughly, and that just makes sure that it gets off any dirt, any bugs that might be on the leaves. I do inspect my greens really carefully when I pick them, just to make sure there's no mites or ticks or anything on them, but this just gets off any tiny little bugs or dirt. So I just give that a really good swish around and make sure that it's nice and clean, and then I just pull it to the side and lift up the plug and let all the first lot of dirt and things just drain away down the plug hole without sticking to the forage. You can see it all going down there, bits of dirt and stuff. So just let all that drain away. And it's a big sink, so it takes a while. And then I will fill it up, I'll wash that down, and I will fill it up again and do another go at rinsing it. You can see it's still going down, it takes ages. And all those bits of grass get stuck in the plug hole, but it's certainly a lot easier than trying to rinse it off by each individual piece. It would take forever. And so I just fill it up again and let that run again. Bits of dirt and floaties and things that I left behind once I've pulled it out and popped it on this area, this draining rack here, which I just use for the rabbits' veggies and forage. And you can see the water down here is just running off nicely into the sink, and that just lets it dry a bit. So I let that dry off here, and then when I'm ready, after it's drained for a little while, I'll put it into either this plastic container, although I've got a lot today, so I don't know, I might need something a bit bigger today. I'll have to think about that. And I just let the water out here, let that drain down. And that's out the sink. Look at this little possum. She's having a lovely lie down on the floor, a bit of a roll around. I love how she rolls around. She's such a rolly grandpappy, isn't she? She's rolling around. She's keeping a really good eye on the bobback that's going at the moment. She doesn't really like the bobback. She tried to take it on once. She tried to stand her ground and not move where it was trying to vacuum, and it started to suck up her tail fur, and so now she's not friends with the bobback at all. She keeps very close eye on the guy. It's okay, William. There she goes. She's such a cute. Look at those little feet there. Oh, you're sweet. Yes, you are. The big stretch. She's funny. Okay, so I decided to take all the foraging just in the drainer. I thought that was an easier thing to do. So I've just put a towel underneath it to stop it dripping everywhere, and I've just brought it in, and BL and Lucy are helping me out here, just tasting it all, got a taste test. So I've just divided it up. I divided it up into equal lots. You can see BL and Lucy there, and here are the piggies having theirs. You can see the apple branches, the grass, the mint, the dandelions, raspberry and blackberry leaves, lavender. There's some lettuce there from the veggie patch, just whatever I can find on the day. Little Lotus. Hello, Luby. Hello, Luby. You having some yummies? Yum, 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 yum. I love watching them eat. It's so cute. So the only thing about using feeding them grass and forage is that it does tend to get messy. As you can see, you get bits of grass all over the place, but I don't think that matters. It's easy to clean up, and it's so good for them. It's much more similar to what they would eat in the wild. All these different green plant matters. So I think it's definitely worth it, and it's so much more affordable too. Certainly helps out with the cost of buying veggies for these guys. And like I said, I think it's probably a lot healthier for them as well. Oh, look who I found. What a sleepy girl. Hello, Possum. What's going on? You're so sleepy. Oh. So it's summer here in Tasmania where I live, and I buy fresh bales of hay, and we often get these little, you can see in there, tiny specks. They're little hay mites, or what we call hay mites here, which most people get in their fresh hay, and they're more prolific in summer. So what I do just to keep them under control is I will chuck out all this stuff at the bottom here, all these bits of dusty little bits of straw where they tend to breed and live. I'm going to throw that all out. Just about to clean the hay shed. It is such a mess. Look at this, it's terrible. So hang on a sec. and ta-la, much better. This is what it looks like after it's clean. I've given it a good sweep, a good vacuum, and that will really help to control the hay mites as well. Yeah, it's looking a lot better now. That's how it should be kept. I just got a little bit behind on it, so it's much better now. And this is the hay that I have, that I use. It's lovely fresh grass hay, and it's really good quality, and the rabbits love it. Lots of seed heads, lots of greens and golds in there. With this old sort of hay, what I'll do with this, I will put it in the compost, and it can be the dry matter for my compost, which is over here. So I'll just pop that in there. Thought you might like to see the beautiful silky girls while I'm right next to their pen. They're just so fluffy, I just love them. They're such characters. Oh, she scared herself by stepping on a toast crust. She's hilarious. Oh, you funny girl. You're so funny. I just wanted to share with you too, one of my favourite animal rescue organisations is Big Ears Animal Sanctuary, and this is an amazing story where they actually bought a rabbit farm and rescued all the rabbits. They were meat rabbits, and it's just got some beautiful pictures down the bottom here of when they let the rabbits free in the area that they built for them. It's just amazing. I love seeing it. If I ever adopt another bunny or guinea, I will definitely get them from Big Ears. It's an all non-for-profit organisation, and they just take in so many animals that need rescuing and need homes. They're wonderful.